came onto the scene in 2014 and won a USL championship that year.
Yeah, they started building that stadium, and then things got put on hold. Looks like they got another investor that helped them out, and looks like they're going to continue building the stadium. Should be done by 2020, and they'll start league play in 2022.
Technically the fourth match between these two sides this year. Reno, again, winning both of the USL matches. They also did go head-to-head in the U.S. Open Cup in May, and Sacramento did take that portion. So we're counting all legs. Reno 2-1 as we head now into the fourth leg this year of this Donner Pass Derby. Only about 2 hours separates these two West Coast opponents. And it's been a rivalry that has been dominated by Reno, 5-1-1 all time in USL play. Reno trying to cross the field, looking for their captain, Brett Richards, and it goes too strong as a throw-in will come now from Sacramento. Juan Barahona puts it back into play. Talking to Ian Russell earlier this week, big difference he feels like between his team this year and his clubs that have made the postseason in the past. So there's a lot of veteran experience, both in guys that have gone to the postseason with Reno and guys like Corey Herzog, guys like on the bench like Emmer Clementa, clubhouse presence. And they hope that's a factor here in this year's playoff run, hoping to get to new heights after a record 18-win season.
Yeah, you like that you have experience on the team, especially when you got some young guys that in the mix as well, and hopefully that carries them forward, shows some leadership.
Sam Warner cuts that one off. Here comes Sacramento on the offensive attack, led by Cameron Iwasa, the 26-year-old from Sacramento. Crosses the field. Here's Aleman. Gets tangled up with Duke Lacroix, and that one goes against Sacramento. Aleman scoring as well as Enevoldsen in that victory over New Mexico on Wednesday. What a wild match that was. New Mexico came out and scored within the first 15 seconds, but Sacramento was able to rally for the final 2 goals and advance on to this quarterfinal round.
And what a banger Etta Holdson had in that game to finish it off late in the game. But he's got a lot of experience, 32 years under his belt.
Andy Bolton mentioned him during the Open. He's been a real spark since coming over from Indianapolis, the Indy 11. And Andy Bolton, 9 goals, 4 assists in only 13 games. Guy that scored 20 goals last year with Orange County, also tallied 10 assists. Longtime pro in his home country of Denmark, even participated in the 2010 World Cup with Denmark. Throw-in looking for Herzog there. And it looks like Reno has earned a corner kick. Eric Calvillo will go down and take it.
Well, these are the times in the game that they're going to miss having Mazoski on the field. 6 goals with his head this season.
See what Calvillo can do with this. Headed by Janjigian and saved by Bobby Shuttleworth. Nice try there by Reno.
Good opportunity from Janjigian.
Bobby Shuttleworth, 32-year-old from New York. In 2017, hold on a second. Are you kidding me? Corey Herzog, 1-0 Reno here in the 5th minute.
Yeah, what a horrible mistake again at the beginning of the game for Sacramento Republic, just making an error and costing them dearly. Herzog just got on that, didn't let up, and just got an easy one in the back of the net.
Reno is a team that always presses like that with their forwards. And rarely do you get to take advantage, but that's why you put that kind of pressure on a goalkeeper. You force the goalkeeper to make a mistake. And Herzog, how about that? He takes it away from Shuttleworth and finds the back of the net, and Reno is on the board early here at home, and that is a huge statement here early on.
Yeah, and you could tell Reno may have saw something in that New Mexico game on how Sacramento came out a little flat, and they're a little suspect in the back, and here they are pressing and catching them off guard again.
Reno trying to take it away in the midfields, looking for Mendiola there, and it was cut off by Barahona. Well, that is exactly what Reno could have hoped for, getting an early goal here at home. In postseason play, getting the early advantage doesn't always guarantee you a victory, but you'd like to be in this position rather than trying to chase.
Well, and especially with the way Sacramento's come out tonight, it looks like they were going to play a little bit more defensive. It's almost like a 1-5-4 setup that they have, and now they have to chase the game. But luckily for them, there's plenty of time left in the game, and they did come back against New Mexico and get 2 goals.
Yep.
So they're not out of this.
Sacramento scored 52 goals on the year. They were right in the middle of the 36 teams in the United Soccer League at 18th. Better defensively, allowing only 44 goals, and that was good for finishing in the top third of the USL, 11th among all teams defensively. Reno turns it over. Warner trying to play it up and cut off. Nice job defensively getting in front of Eddie Woldson was Brent Richards. Here comes the speedster, Duke Lacroix. Gets the edge.
Well, that's what Reno's hoping for tonight, is to get Duke Lacroix involved on that left-hand side, and then hopefully Brent Richards will get involved on the Lacroix on the left-hand side and Brent Richards on the right-hand side. But when they get going, that's when Reno's really dangerous.
Another takeaway by Reno, deep in Sacramento's third. Able to get it back though. Owasa trying to keep it away. Reno making it very difficult right now for Sacramento to get any kind of advancement. Here's Iwasa, able to get through the defense this time. Barahona centers it in, and we are tied. Sacramento evens the score at 1. It's Sam Warner who came flying in. We have got a ball game here tonight in downtown Reno, an early equalizer for the visitors.
Yeah, nice vision to get the pass out to the left side and then find Sam Warner sprinting into the middle, and a great finish from him. 3-time NCAA champion with Stanford.
Well, how about Warner? 7 goals now on the year, and a huge one to really take some pressure off of Sacramento after giving up that early goal. They respond very quickly. And as I was saying, Reno really did a great job of closing some of those gaps in the midfield, but then Iwasa was able to create some space there and drive himself through, and that really was a catalyst to that goal.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Herzog couldn't get past his defender there. It blocks off him and then starts the counterattack. And then just didn't get back on that left-hand side quick enough to stop it.
Another chance here for Reno. Here's Richards, and Richards gets Reno a corner kick.
Oh, got a little pushing and shoving going on in the box. A little talking as well. Well, we've definitely got a game on our hands now. But you can feel the excitement from both teams.
Take another look here. See the shoving there. Herzog knocking down Keenan.
Yeah, Keenan went down a little easy there, but Herzog should keep his hands off him.
Kanon, excuse me. Here's Eric Calvillo. Good ball. Sacramento able to clear temporarily. And now they get it out back towards midfield. The 2 early corner kicks for Reno, both of them have been dangerous.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Mazowski's not in there. He's great with his head, but we're still getting opportunities off the set plays. Got enough firepower in there to get it done.
So Reno's streak ends at 285 minutes without yielding a goal. A 0-0 draw at home here against El Paso. And then 2 shutouts back-to-back on the road against Las Vegas and Tulsa to wrap up the regular season. But Sacramento able to break down the Reno defense early to knot the score up. Another chance here for Reno. Apodaca into Mendiola. Galindo comes sliding in. Now they get it past Galindo. This could be trouble. Aleman trying to find a streaking Eddie Moltzen. He gets it back. Now it's Warner. Lacroix able to get it back out to midfield. Barahona. Deflected by Richards. Nice job by Mendiola getting in front of that one.
Yeah, it wasn't a great clearance from Galindo.
Oh, it definitely feels like a playoff match tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, one of the most exciting matches I've seen in a while. You can just feel the excitement in the air. They're playing hard. Sacramento's doing a great job of getting 11 men behind the ball and staying organized. They're sticking to their game plan. You can see Sacramento just really doesn't want to give up the outsides to Lacroix over there on the left-hand side.
Understandably so. When Reno's offense is really clicking, a lot of the danger comes on that outside from Richards and from Lacroix. Here's Mendiola.
Mendiola would like to have that one back when it wasn't the best ball into the mix.
Off of Warner's head, but it goes right to Mafeka. Mendiola. Calvillo. Back to Lindo. Reno still fighting for it. Well, contact to the box. And that one's going to go against Aiden Apodaca. A little shove from behind, but again, Reno able to make things uncomfortable for the Sacramento defense.
Reno's doing a good job of moving the ball around and breaking down the defense, finding those little pockets of space to get in behind.
Richards on the header. Now a throw in for Reno, and it's Richards who quickly heaves it back to midfield. Herzog trying to come up from behind, can't quite get to it. Sacramento charging through the Reno defense, no whistle. As Reno able to come back and collapse on Kevin Aleman.
Yeah, good defense from Lacroix to get back in there and get his body into him. It's getting a little sloppy here.
Barahona sends it back. Mitchell Tainter. Back to Mendiola. Partita gets rid of it.
It was nice to see Partita get the start today here at home.
And shoved from behind by Reno. That's going to give a set piece here to Sacramento in the 16th minute. Select, the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Galindo this time gets it out of the box. Tainter heads that at play, and it's a throw in again for Richards. All the way back to goal, Matt Bersano. His 19th appearance in goal this year. Bersano, in his 18 games played, 25 goals allowed coming into tonight, 5 clean sheets. Finds Herzog, who gets it over to Partita. Trying to go out wide for Lacroix, and McCrary heads it back forward the other way for Sacramento. Aleman gives it back to 1868.
This is nice from Reno. Quick ball movement, 1-2 touch.
Here's Lacroix. Takes a right-footed strike, trying to go top shelf. And wide of the right side of the goal as Shuttleworth has a goal kick.
And why not hit it there? He's at the top of the 18. He's got his defender backing off. Good choice.
Duke Lacroix has played in every single minute this year for Reno 1868. He started all 33 games. He played 2,970 regular season minutes there this year for Ian Russell.
Yeah, the Iron Man all season long. Defensively, he's been just solid, and then on offense, he's just a handful.
Iwasa sends it wide for Warner. Tangled up with Partita, and Partita is going to get whistled there. And a set piece from just outside the box.
Yeah, Warner shows his skills here. Beautiful little moves and gets the foul.
Partita at that point really didn't have a whole lot of choice but to take him down.
No, he had beat 2 defenders there and on his way to probably possibly putting in a dangerous cross. So smart foul. And luckily didn't pick up a yellow.
So Warner, the star at Stanford, as you talked about, an impact early in this match tonight, the goal in the 8th minute, and now earning this opportunity as we move towards the 20th minute of play, and it'll be Kevin Aleman to take the shot. Lindo Mafeka gets his body in the way, and Reno once again defends. Out to Eric Calvillo. 8 appearances in the regular season for Calvillo, on loan from the San Jose Earthquakes. Tonight, his 20th all-time appearance in the USL with Reno. He also played in the 11 matches last year. A couple of starts at the MLS level for San Jose. He played against Cincinnati as well as Portland this year. A much improved San Jose team this year in MLS play. Came down to the very last match of the season to try and get into the postseason. Here's Iwasa. Janjigian intercepts. Nowhere to go for Calvillo. He'll turn around and give it back to Duke Lacroix.
Yeah, like, smart of him not to force it. Once again, Republic's doing a very good job of keeping compact and closing down the spaces. And where they've struggled is just maintaining possession.
Back to Shuttleworth in goal. Into Mafeka, the 25-year-old from South Africa. Now to Mendiola. Back to Kevin Partita, the Sparks native. Nice ball there from Herzog, trying to find Apodaca. Interesting kind of middle 10 minutes here after an explosive start in the first 10 with 2 goals. Both teams being a little more careful and calculated with how they advance on the attack. Bad giveaway for Reno, but that one well into the seats.
Yeah, got a little sloppy there for about 5 minutes, and ball was just kind of banging around. Sacramento's just sticking with their good defense and counter strategy. Seems to be working out for them right now.
McCrary gets it away from Calvillo. Looks like he tripped himself up, no whistle. McCrary still down on the right side. Tainter plays it forward for Barahona.
Barahona just got back from playing with El Salvador last couple games.
Good takeaway from Herzog.
Good run from Richards.
Richards into the box.
Well, not one of his best services.
Goal kick here in the 24th now for Shuttleworth. I was trying to say before, he was picked and then a goal scored on him. Bobby Shuttleworth, for those of you who aren't aware of the name, this is a guy that has spent a lot of time at the MLS level as a starting keeper. 128 appearances with the New England Revolution between 2009 and 2016. Then traded to Minnesota, where he was their starting keeper in the 2017 season and was second in the MLS, with 116 saves. A veteran 32-year-old that is now playing in his 14th game with Sacramento after coming over on loan from Minnesota.
What a great asset for Sacramento to have going into a playoff game, that type of experience.
Here's Partita. Mendiola surveys.
There's Lacroix on the left, missing him.
Reno swinging in that direction. Gets it to Duke.
Oh. Herzog just not ready for that pass from Lacroix.
All the way back to Thomas Janjigian. Into the 25th minute here in the quarterfinals. Reno 1868 and Sacramento Republic. Reno finished the season in second place, 18 wins. Now 51 wins in their 3 seasons as a USL franchise. That ties a USL record with FC Cincinnati, who has since moved on to the MLS level, just wrapped up their first season in Major League Soccer. Sacramento, a team that kind of limped to the finish line, losing 3 of their last 5 matches. But a big win at home over New Mexico on Wednesday gets them here into the quarters.
Almost a little careless coming out of the back there. That's a handball. Giveaway from Mafeka.
Pressure coming from Partita. Sacramento keeps possession, though, and Sam Warner will pass it off to Juan Barahona. Able to keep it away from Aleman. Over to Galindo. Back to McCrary. Goes against Sacramento. Or rather, it was Reno.
I guess I missed the first foul. I saw the second one on Sacramento.
Take another look here. And there's that little shove there from Apodaca.
Sacramento's continuing to do a good job of absorbing the Reno attack. Doing a good job from shifting left to right when the ball's switching. Just feel if Reno can switch the ball a little faster through the back and the midfield and find those wings and open them up a bit, it'd really help them out.
Out to Richards on the right wing.
It's those little touches like that pop up in the air and just slow everything down. Great ball.
Here's Lindo Mafeka. Into Mendiola. Shuttleworth slides in front of him.
Just a little too much for Mafeka, but way to get off his line from Shuttlefield there. Did a good job of reading that.
Third corner kick of the night for Eric Calvillo. Galindo gets tied up, got his foot on it, but way back into the grass.
Yeah, he did good just to get a foot on that. Looked like he was being held.
Fans, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. USL excited to announce that the championship and League One will remain with the leader in sports for 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home for all things USL, and at least 19 games a year will be featured on the ESPN family of networks, including 9 on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support, and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Alongside Brian Slusser, Alex Margulies here tonight in downtown Reno. 31st minute, knotted up. 1 goal apiece between these Donner Pass Derby rivals. Reno, the first goal of the night early on, 5th minute, as Corey Herzog was able to blitz Bobby Shuttleworth and got him to force a mistake. Herzog buried for what would be his 19th goal of the year. But Sam Warner, 3 minutes later, on an assist from Juan Barahona, evened the score at 1-1. Calvillo hammered it with his left foot. 2 wide.
Yeah, got good contact, just not the right accuracy.
Nice win by Calvillo on a collision with McCrary. And McCrary slow to get up. McCrary, another guy with MLS experience, spent time with the Seattle Sounders. Made 15 appearances with them a couple of years ago. He's also played for a handful of USL teams, including Rochester, the Sounders 2, and Toronto 2, before coming on with Sacramento. Ball in the air, and it was McCrary and Calvillo who collided in midair as we take another look. While they attend to him, I want to remind you that the USL is proud to unveil its elite youth platform, the USL Academy. The innovative new platform will allow clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth talent and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the National USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Back in action, 34th minute. Reno 1868 on the offensive attack. Trying to get it out wide for Richards.
Yeah, not a bad idea. You're going to have to be a little more creative than just moving the ball through the midfield every once in a while. Try to get over the top of them when they're not looking.
Right back to Richards after the throw-in. The Western Conference, already one big result in the books as Real Monarchs SLC have punched their ticket to the semifinals after a win in the 4-5 matchup, as they were able to take down Orange County by a final score of 6-2. Wow. So a dangerous opponent waiting in the semifinals. That could be a possible opponent for Reno or the Phoenix Rising, should they advance in their quarterfinal game tonight, later on against the Austin Bolds. Austin was able to top the LA Galaxy on Wednesday to get into the quarterfinals. The other Western Conference matchup tonight at 7:30, it'll be El Paso taking on Fresno in the Central Valley. Here's Mendiola. McCrary gets in front of it. Shuttleworth punches it out.
Good goalkeeping from Shuttleworth to get up and knock that out, but didn't get it far enough away. Reno still on the hunt. Moving the ball well.
Calvillo comes charging in. Sacramento able to get a clearance. How about this result earlier tonight, Brian? Pittsburgh, the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, a 7-0 rout on top of Birmingham.
Yeah, these scores are hard to believe. I'm not sure if there was a red card in that game. I know in the previous game we were talking about, the 6-2, there was a red card in that one.
It looks like there was a red in that Pittsburgh game in the 61st minute, but by then it was already a 4-0 Riverhounds lead.
I guess they just didn't show up to play. We got a competitive match here tonight.
No doubt. Other Eastern Conference scores. Final, Louisville moving on after ending Tampa Bay's season. A 2-1 final in Louisville. Other matches in action. Nashville currently leading Charleston by a score of 2-1. And Indy 11, a 1-0 lead on the New York Red Bulls 2. 78th minute, that one at Carroll Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. A chance here for Reno as we move towards the 38th minute. It's Eric Calvillo, Lindo Mafeka, with Barahona and Warner standing in front of him.
Shuttleworth was screaming at both of them to turn around and listen to him and get that wall set up correct.
Mafeka curls it in. Great job by Shuttleworth, beating the Reno attackers trying to come in for a header.
It just feels like the way that Sacramento's playing, you know, we're getting a lot of crosses in, but we're missing that guy who heads the ball in.
Going to be interesting to see if Danny Mazovsky makes an appearance for Reno in the second half of the action tonight. Mazovsky, 11 goals on the year, the majority of which towards the latter half of the season. Good tenacity there from Mendiola to hang on to possession. Nice job finding Richards. Nowhere to go.
A sloppy pass.
Stolen away by Iwasa. And Galindo able to get his body in front of it. That was a very dangerous looking situation as Cameron Iwasa was coming bearing down towards goal. And he knows how to finish. 48 career scores in the USL in his career.
Yeah, as a defender, you really take a chance there sliding on the ground. I mean, it's kind of an all or nothing. If you miss it, you might have screwed your team there because now you're giving them an easy way in. But he was fortunate enough to not get a handball called either. Sliding around.
Here's Calvillo. Out to Partita.
There we just needed some more blue players getting involved.
Benjamin Galindo Cruz, the 19-year-old, in his 15th start of the year. Those yellow cleats will play it back forward for Reno on the offensive side as a little slip and fall there from Apodaca. Still down as Mendiola gets possession. Now Herzog.
Oh.
Deflected. Oh, my. What a save there by Shuttleworth on the deflection.
Yeah, he almost got caught going the wrong way there, but good reactions to get back again.
Almost a fluke goal there for Reno, as that was not what Herzog was trying to do, but it ricocheted off the shoulder of Mendiola and was redirected towards the goal and nearly gave Reno back the advantage.
Oh, handball there. That's why you want to keep shooting when you're in and around the box. Any good things can happen. There's Lacroix on that left-hand side. They're just not finding him. And then by the time they get it to him, it's just a little too slow.
I tell you what, McCrary from his right back spot has done a really good job of closing down on Lacroix anytime that he does have space. They do get it to him. He's able to close that space very quickly.
Yeah, he's done a good job tonight. Oh, that one slipped through.
Another chance here for Sacramento. Aleman. Awasa takes a crack at it, goes off of Lacroix. Aleman to retrieve.
Reno did a great job of recovering on defense there. It's something they were lacking, 4 weeks ago. It looks like they've solved that.
Haven't heard a lot from Thomas Anyboldson so far. Keep an eye on him, though, number 23.
Yeah, you still want to keep an eye on him. He gets away from you just once, he can make you pay. As Mexico found out the other night.
Sam Warner from the corner. Not a good attempt there. Gives it right back to Reno. Reno can slow it down, catch their breath. Great job by Apodaca. Herzog finding some space for Lindo Mafeka. Lindo chips it. Not a bad try there. Herzog coming in, trying to head it with a finish. And an applause coming from behind the chain link fence. The Douglas Alley Renegades and the Somos Unicos.
Great run from Herzog. Good vision from Mafeka to find him just a little bit too much.
The Unicos and the Renegades combining forces behind the fence, making sure to give Shuttleworth something to hear about throughout the first 45 minutes, no doubt.
Well, with his experience, I'm sure he won't be too distracted.
Another chance here for Sacramento. Iwasa. Lacroix recovers. It goes off Janjigian, and a throw-in coming for the Republic. Final minute of regulation. Galindo aggressively slides that one back away. Anyboldson. Anyboldson able to get through the defense, but wasn't able to time it up.
That's one of the best movements Sacramento's had tonight, moving through the midfield there. That's something we saw against New Mexico, but we haven't seen a lot of that here tonight.
just got word 2 minutes of stoppage time will be added here to the first 45 minutes of play. We'll see what these two teams can do here in the final couple of moments before halftime. It ends up with Mendiola. Now it's Mafeka trying to slot it over to Apodaca.
His pass has just been a little off tonight, just either not enough or just a little too much.
Danger was able to defend. Eddie Bolton pushed down from behind and no whistle coming.
Oh, it's just great defense from Galindo. Showing his strength.
Some blue jerseys for Reno. Once again, Sacramento able to defend.
Very nice.
Here's Richards. Crosses. Mendiola fires and deflected away. A corner kick here in the 47th minute.
A good ball from Mafeka to play it up, and then a great overlap from Brent Richards. And then his cross was excellent. Unluckily, couldn't get ahead on it there. That's kind of been Mendiola's season. You know, he's taken some great shots, and they're either just deflected but he's always in the mix.
Lindo Mafeka. Headed it. Oh. Knocked away. Oh, what a save by Shuttleworth.
Great save. Wonderful header for Apodaca.
Just got his fingertips on the end of that one.
We saw Sacramento had a lot of guys inside the 6, leaving a lot of room for Apodaca on the top.
Likely the final play of the first half. Eric Calvillo.
Let's try to go near post there. Didn't work out. That ought to end the half there.
So there you have it. A 1-1 draw here. So on the ball, and he will get things started for Sacramento. There's the whistle, and here we go. Second half action here in downtown Reno. We'll tangle up there at midfield. Apodaca helped up to his feet. Janjigian able to cut off Iwasa. Gets it back to Bersano. Smart move. Gets it right back to Janjigian. Janjigian doing well, dealing with the pressure there. Back to Tainter. Jostling here in the midfields. Great slide in there by Galindo.
Here comes an opportunity.
Herzog. Apodaca. What a sliding stop there defensively by McCrary.
That's what I was saying, you know, Reno needs to get their own counterattacks going. There was a good opportunity there.
Here's Aleman trying to get away from Lacroix. Plays it back to McCrary. Barahona headed just wide by Inivoldsen.
Yeah, a lot of blues in there, but nobody picking him up as he runs through. Well, it looks like Sacramento's definitely changed their game plan at halftime. That's probably what they were spending so much time talking about. They're going to high press now.
Richards on the throw-in, finding Aiden Apodaca again. And an early corner kick here in the second half, it'll be Calvillo. Janjigian comes up to join Herzog and Apodaca in the box. Headed backwards by Richards, and Shuttleworth was ready. Here's McCrary coming up from his right back spot. Taken away from Sacramento by Herzog. Good clearance that time by Skundridge. Here's Barahona.
We almost feel like this game's going to pick it up a little now that Sacramento's pressing.
Tripped up and a whistle as Warner was knifing through the Reno defense, and he will get a set piece chance now for Sacramento in the 51st minute.
Yeah, Warner's a crafty little player. When he gets on the ball, he takes quick touches, gets himself fouled quite a bit.
Well, contact there with Kevin Partita. Looks like Inivoldsen and Aleman. Wasted chance for Sacramento here as we move on to the 52nd. Still tied 1-1.
Yeah, a little ambitious taking a shot from way outside.
Herzog wants a handball. Man, looking like he's going to get it.
No, but he's got a corner, so still dangerous. See if they can find Janjigian on this one.
Once again, it's Eric Calvillo. Aleman out to Warner. Taken away by Partita. Big win there in the midfield. Kevin Partita.
Oh.
Put it right on a tee for Mendiola, and he launched it back into the seats.
Yeah, he should have done a lot better with that pass there.
Warner plays it out wide. Centered. Danger. And cleared away. Sacramento with a man still hunched over by Matt Bersano. And they'll call over the trainer. To mention during halftime, the 2019 USL Championship Final coming up Sunday, November 17th. It promises to the biggest in league history. 7:30 Eastern on ESPN2, 4:30 Pacific time. The best from the East, the best from the West, closing out the season on the national stage. Once again, Sunday, November 17th, 4:30 Pacific time on ESPN2. Skundrich, who is down by Bersano, now up walking around, back over at the Sacramento bench.
Skundrich also played with Werner on that Stanford team that won 3 national championships in a row.
What a run for those two.
Now they're trying to make a run here.
Aleman over to Iwasa.
Good
Great
defense.
close there by Mendiola. Apodaca pressuring the other way. That's how you have to defend. I mean, that's how you have to defend, especially in the postseason. It's got to be all 11 guys.
Yeah, they were missing that in some of the games in the regular season, but they seem to have gotten that straightened out and looking to. They really want to win this game. You can see both teams are playing with everything they got. Now with both teams pressing and playing, it's really opened up the game, and hopefully we'll get some more shots and some more goals out of this game.
Here's Richards. Apodaca gets walled off by Barahona. Richards there, though. Richards centers.
Oh.
Herzog wanted a whistle, but McCrary is able to clear it.
That was a good series from Reno. Great hustle from Herzog to try to get his head on that, and then even a little bit better defense from Sacramento to stay with him.
Herzog giving Jace, can't catch up to it. And a goal kick now coming up for Bobby Shuttleworth. Squirts away from McCrary. Off of Herzog last. Following these quarterfinals, the road to the 2019 USL Championship Final will continue Friday, November 1st on ESPN Plus with the conference semifinals. For specific match dates and times, visit USLchampionship.com and tune in for every minute of playoff action. You can do that on ESPN Plus. Aleman goes and gets it in the corner. Over to Barahona. Swing it around to McCrary. Nice job by Lacroix working against Aleman. But it's a throw-in still for Sac. Into Enevoldsen. Finds Aleman. And that whistle goes against Reno. And it looks like we've got our first substitution. It's going to be Seth Kisipli coming in and Eric Calvillo coming out. So Kisipli, one of the mainstays here in downtown Reno. He's been here since day one. He will appear now into his 89th match of his career. 5 goals and 7 assists on the year for Kisipli, as he will replace Calvillo in the midfield.
Well, and he ranked 6th in scoring chances in the league this year. So hopefully he'll add shot in the arm to this team.
First, though, a set-piece opportunity from Kevin Aleman. Trying to lob it up there. Looking for one of the big targets, including Deckel Kanan. We'll keep it tied, though, 1-1. Jigging helping, keeping that one away from Sacramento.
Dangerous.
Bersano able to get rid of it in front of Iwasa. Throw in from Richards. Out of bounds. McCrary throws it in. Chance here for Sacramento.
Ooh.
Off of the bar.
Good save from Bersano. That was going in. Not very good defense from Galindo, though. Just left his man open.
It was Enevoldsen. Hit it off the right post. Headed that time by Tainter. Back into the bullpen area.
Both teams right now seem to be struggling to get any type of possession or flow going.
Barahona. Too much space. Not a bad idea trying to find Aleman, who had some room on that right side, but too much.
See, movement off the ball has gone a little stale.
Substitution now for Sacramento. It'll be Viljan Bijev, the 26-year-old from Bulgaria.
So he's coming in for Werner, who put in a good day. He had a good game.
Bijev, like Warner, a dangerous attacking presence.
There's a foul.
We'll shove that time by Aleman.
Oh.
Richards on the giveaway. Here's Bijev. Fresh into the game. Viljan Bijev. Bersano's there waiting for it and falls on top of it. Skundrits keeps it for Sacramento. We'll find Aleman out wide. He's got Lacroix right on top of him. Gets around Lacroix. Great job by Richards to get in front of Bijev.
Yeah, excellent job from Richards.
Barahona.
Ooh.
Trouble. Kasipli gets rid of it.
That was close.
Quality opportunity that time for Sacramento. As we move into the 67th minute, have not seen a goal scored since minute 8 when Sam Warder buried across from Juan Barahona. Good play there. Kasipli finds Lacroix. Back to Kasipli.
Oh, he needed an overlap from Richards there. Instead of coming inside, he should have went around him.
A corner kick now for Lindo Mafeka. 8 corners now tonight for Reno compared to only 2 for Sacramento. Coach Russell also mentioned the disparity in possession. Reno still possessing 59% of this match tonight. Lindo. Bijev clears it out to midfield to Lacroix. Back to Bobby Shuttleworth. 19 goals allowed in 14 games, including tonight. 3 clean sheets since coming over from Minnesota. Yeah, it looks like Sacramento poised to make a second substitution. It'll be Darius Formella, as he will come on in replacement of Kevin Aleman. So Formella in, Aleman out. Second substitution for Simon Elliott and Sacramento. Ten games played this year for Formella, with 2 goals, as Reno now substitutes in Will Seymour. Takes over in the Reno midfield. And coming off is Kevin Partita. So Reno's made 2 subs, and they brought in 2 midfielders, Kisipli and Seymour.
Yeah, and we've seen Sacramento's went ahead and added Formella, who's a forward. So it looks like they're going to try to go for it here. Put another forward in the game.
Those of you wondering, USL playoff rules. If we do make it through regulation and stoppage time, tied up.
Oh.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Karen Iwasa. Sacramento's on top 2-1. As the all-time leading scorer in Republic history comes up with a big one here in the second half.
Yeah, you see a horrible touch there. And it just starts the counterattack right away. 1 pass, 1 shot.
Iwasa had 16 goals in the regular year and a massive strike from the Sacramento native to give the Republic a 2-1 advantage.
Reno's got some real work to do here. They're really going to have to high press, chase the game. Just 20 minutes left.
It's a gut punch, but 20 minutes is a lot of soccer.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to get a goal or 2.
And it looks like Reno is going to go ahead and bring in Danny Mazovsky, is lining up now. Bring in one of their most productive strikers on the team. Add some firepower here for the final 19 minutes.
Well, and as we get closer to the end, we're going to be sending those long balls up front. So Mazowski's definitely the choice to put in at this point. Surprised he didn't start the game.
What a career it has been for Cameron Iwasa. Guy from Sacramento with the team early in their tenure. He was a star and then went on to get an MLS contract with Sporting Kansas City. Came back to Sacramento, scored 17 goals last year, and that one there, 17 on this season. Wearing the captain's armband and coming up with a captain-like play in a big playoff match. In the last couple minutes, ever since Sacramento scored, have you seen a change?
Well, you definitely see
in their approach.
I mean, Sacramento changed their approach right at the beginning of the half by high pressing, made the game kind of go back and forth. It kept Reno from having possession of the second half. and then just one mistake in the back, and next thing you know, it's 2-1. You can see Sacramento has a lot more energy now. I mean, of course, going up 2-1, you get confidence.
Here's a look at the replay. Gonna happen off camera, off to the side. Reno possession though. After the yellow goes to Tainter.
Oh,
that's too bad right there for Reno, because Mafeka had a great opening for Mendiola, and it was just outside of his feet.
Yeah, Mafeka's final ball tonight has just been a little bit off, unfortunately. He gets that into Herzog, and that can score an opportunity.
Another chance here for Sacramento. It's Iwasa again. Dangerous here, and Sacramento delivers again. 3-0 Republic.
Well, give it to Sacramento. They put a nice little movement there. Lovely chip over the top. And then a great follow here from
Eddie Olsen.
Yeah, Eddie Olsen again. He's it's a poacher's goal.
What a run for this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about 10 goals now in his last 14 games, and that is going to send the Tower Bridge Battalion into a frenzy.
Yeah, just not closing down spaces in the midfield. Nice 1-2 from Sacramento. But that little ball over the top is what did it.
Well, it's hard to say this, Brian, but these are the kind of things that happened in the tail half of the season that kind of exposed Reno 1868 and the defensive side not being able to close in those spots.
Yeah, it's mental lapses in those final minutes. I mean, how many games do we see this season them give up a 2-0 lead just to lose 3-2? We could question the subbing a little bit with Gisipli and Seymour. It seemed like we need a little more offensive power going forward.
Well, on the positive side, too, they're still at 14 minutes, and this is a team that scored the third most amount of goals in the USL this year. A very capable team of rallying for two here in the next 15 minutes. How about this opportunity?
Handball, unfortunately.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Because that was a golden opportunity for Raul Mendiola.
You got the goalie yelling at the linesman for some reason. Well, you felt it was opened up, and you know there was going to be some goals. I was just hoping they would go Reno's way, but hand it to Sacramento. They came out with a pretty good game plan and sitting back in the first half. And they came out in the second half and started pressing more. Took Reno out of their rhythm. Haven't had possession like they did the first half. But like you said, there's plenty of time, so they just need to settle in, start getting back to themselves, moving the ball quickly. If they can get some good crosses into Mazoski, they can score here.
Here's Brent Richards. Trying to go out wide to Kasipli. Kasipli's still fighting for it. Stays in play. Galindo over to Mendiola. Trying to get around Barahona.
That's one thing about Mendiola. He's not going to quit. He's going to keep fighting until the end of this game. You know, we were talking at the beginning about getting Lacroix and Richards involved on the outsides, and this second half, that hasn't been happening at all.
Bijev. Cut off by Lacroix. Get it right back to Bijev. He's got no support, though, and 5 blue shirts in his way. Sacramento, understandably, up 3-1, a little hesitant to send very many numbers forward.
No need to now. Just protect your lead.
Sacramento possession as we tick down to the final 10 minutes of regulation. Reno scored in the 5th minute. They've had chances since, plenty. But unable to convert, and it's been Sacramento with 2 second-half goals by Iwasa and Enevoldsen to take a 2-goal advantage. Here's a takeaway from Richards.
Well, every time they get the ball now, every possession counts. So when they get a hold of the ball, they can't mess around. They got to make sure they keep it and do something good with it.
And Enevoldsen with a shot on goal that goes wide.
Maybe got 10 or 11 good possessions left here, and they got to take advantage of each one. Yeah, now it's just they're back to that slow play. They got to move the ball quicker.
Richards on the throw. Lacroix and Kasipli pressuring on Bijev. And Reno gets it back.
Another giveaway. I gotta say that so far the 2 subs just really haven't added much to the game.
Reno needs to find a spark here with time running out and 2 goals needed to rally to try and force some extra time. Iwasa straight on to Bersano. Over the top for Mendiola. Broken up. Sacramento doing a really good job right now collapsing down in the middle of the field. Anytime Reno gets any kind of chance, they're just suffocating down on their passing lanes.
Yeah, they can almost go, they can go back into what they were doing the first half, just sitting in and defending. Knowing that they got a decent counterattack as well. Yeah, no hurry to go to goal. We're pulling it back now, keeping possession. This is where you need those fresh players who just came in to do some running. There we go.
Back giveaway there by Sacramento.
That's going to be yellow. They need 2 goals now, so there's really no messing around. Everything's got to be high speed, pressing, moving the ball, whatever it is. It's got to be quick and fast.
Because Sipley just pulled down to the ground. Yellow card coming out for Drew Skundrich there. Seth Sipley. Clever little back foot there by Mendiola. Not much else behind it, though.
No, pretty easy for Mr. Shuttleworth.
You go back to that first half, that save that he made on that corner kick. Crucial.
Yeah, and he hasn't had to do much this half.
See what Reno can do here. It'll be a throw-in. Less than 5 to play here in regulation. Richards. Sipley. Sacramento defends easily. Now it's Lacroix on the other side. Sacramento wanted a handball, then a collision. Mendiola runs into Eddie Olsen. Herzog taken down. And now slow to get up. You can see the frustration on the faces of these Reno players, down 2 goals. This is not what they had envisioned for their season. After what was the best regular season in franchise history. Reno lost their home playoff game in 2017 to Oklahoma City. Picked up a road win last year in Salt Lake against the Monarchs. They'll need some magic here in the final couple of minutes to avoid a home loss here tonight against Sacramento. What can Mendiola do here? Out to Seymour. Take it away.
Well, not many possessions left now. Maybe we might have 2 or 3 more opportunities. We're going to make the most of it.
Good space there.
Oh.
Richards trying to slot it in there for Mazovsky, and headed out of trouble by Mitchell Tainer.
Good opportunity there, unfortunately. Could have been a handball. I'd like to see that one again. Just need to get it in the mixer now. You need 2 goals, can't mess with it. Put it in there.
Just simply trying to get something going.
Yeah,
Final minute.
Why not just put it up there for the tall, you know, for Mazovsky or somebody to get their head on there?
Being told we'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time.
That's not much.
Shuttleworth. You can hear the loud banging drums of the Tower Bridge Battalion. What a week for Sacramento.
Yeah,
Find out they're going MLS. They get a win over New Mexico in the play-in rounds, and 3 minutes of stoppage time away from beating Reno 1868 for the first time this season, and a chance to punch their ticket to the USL semifinals.
Well, hats off to them. They came out with a pretty good tactical plan, absorbed Reno's offense in the first half, and then came out in the second half pressing and changed it up on Reno and just maybe disrupted their flow, and then one bad mistake and it ends up 2-1, and then kind of lose heart. Next thing you know, a third one's in the back of the net before you know it. Just unfortunate for Reno having such a good season and then to end it this way.
Seymour. Mazovsky. Danny. Able to get it away from Lindo. Tainer got it away from Lindo. Mafeka, he clears. Lacroix. Lacroix again.
Good stop from the defense.
What an effort
well done
tonight
from Tainters. Head that away.
I mean, the effort from this back line of Sacramento tonight has been superb.
Yeah, their defense has been spot on, except for that first goal of the first half. other than that, they, like, looked like they had a pretty good plan for Reno coming in. Got to send it.
There's the final whistle, and Sacramento with a massive road win here in Reno. The celebration